Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're in the kitchen and I thought I'd share a little bit of my journey starting from the beginning to what I've been doing recently and how I've helped try to keep myself from getting sick and healthy, keep being healthy as best I can. Um, I bought this stuff called Dr. Ben Kim's Greens a number of years ago, and it's loaded with a lot of greens, and I think it's a very quality product. The powder doesn't get hard over time or anything like that, and usually I'll buy 6 containers at a time to get a better deal on this stuff. It's a great product. Um, I have for whatever reason throughout my years forgot to take it, and I start to feel it when I'm not on this stuff. So moving over here, I ended up getting a what they call an occult ganglion cyst in my wrist, and it actually like started to bulge out. I think the word occult or whatever it means, it kind of comes and goes. And so I was on the internet trying to find a way to get rid of ganglion cyst naturally, and this stuff came up. These edible minerals. So I bought some of it and started taking like a spoonful a day in the morning with some water, actually along with this, and wouldn't you know it, my ganglion cyst went away. And so I've been taking it regular, but it is a. Hi, Leo. I guess Leo wants to be part of the video today. Sorry about that. But anyway, getting back, yeah, this is a great product. It helps detoxify your body. You can put this in with your bath water, and it'll help pull out toxins from your body. Okay, so getting on to Willard water, this is you can spend a lot of time researching this. There's a book on actually a couple different books on Willard water. Started out of South Dakota back, I think, in the 1950s. A chemist designed it for something else, and it ended up being a big hit with a lot of different things. A lot of farmers out there swear by it. They give it to their cattle. A lot of people give it to take it themselves, give it to their pets, and it will work on your body on a whole host of things. In fact, it's to such a degree that the author explained that the guy that made this was saying that it's pretty much unbelievable the amount of things that this will help your body to a point to where people don't believe it. He said that if it only helps 2 or maybe 3 things in your body, people would maybe believe it. But when you start saying that it works great in your laundry soap and makes water more wet and just is very effective with everything, people have a hard time believing that. So yeah, I buy this. If you do research this, and Leo, you're too cute. The game is on. It looks like. Um, anyway, getting back here. If you go to buy this, I would definitely call them ahead of time and ask them if they have it in stock or not. Just to make sure that they have it, so you won't be waiting months for it, because it is a high demand item, and a lot of people swear by it all over the place. So apple cider vinegar, this stands on its own. A lot of people swear by it with the mother, and there's other vinegars out there with the mother as well. But I was taking this and putting this in my water, and I think some people think that's kind of gross or whatever, but you can put that in your mix that with some honey and put it in your salads or whatever. But that's great for weight loss and overall health. Um, so getting on, I for whatever reason started to get a really bad sore throat. So I did some research and people were saying chew on a raw garlic clove. And well, I did that. I bought some garlic, and holy cow! The first time I did that, I kind of spit the garlic out. I was like, "Wow, that's so pungent." I had a little bit too big of a clove in my mouth. Leo, give us a break, please. Um, so and but it actually helped. It really kind of just uh, quelled, if you will, the sore throat. And I'm like, wow, what was that all about? So I did some more research and digging and came across this fermented garlic in honey. So turns out that there's a lot of medicinal benefits of honey garlic, and you ferment it over a period of 30 days. And there's one old timer on YouTube, pretty interesting guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he actually said if you chop up the garlic cloves a little bit, it'll ferment quicker. So that's what I did in later batches over here. Like this one here is chopped up a little bit, so it's got a ferment time of about 21 days if they're chopped up, which makes sense. It'll cook, or not cook, but ferment quicker. But there's a couple things worth mentioning here in my garlic honey fermenting process that I have done here. I didn't even know what a sharing jar was when I started, or never done any kind of canning or pickling or whatever. I think we had a bunch of canning stuff and got rid of it. And well, wouldn't you know, a month later, I'm messing around with these ball jars. So that's about how it goes, right? You get rid of something and then you need it. Well, okay, so these are called pickle pipes, these things here. And what this does is it'll automatically burp the garlic as it starts to bulge out, and then it'll auto burp. So you don't have to buy something like this every day, or maybe a couple times a day in the beginning. You'll see a bunch of bubbles in the garlic, and you'll want to just crack it loose and release the pressure inside there, or you might have a jar that explodes from what some people are saying. But there's a lot of different things with these little jars. There's regular mouth jars and large mouth, and those of you who know a lot about this stuff, know exactly what I'm talking about. And but then there's different types of lids you can buy that are, there's the white lids by Mason Tops and the ball lids. And after the if you don't want the two-piece lid, you can go to these screw-on tops. And the reason why they call this a sharing jar, as far as I'm aware, it's just looks a little bit nicer, and you can share it with your friends. Anyway, so the garlic is kind of a pain in the butt to peel. You can, if you have a membership at Costco, you can buy just a bag of garlic that's already peeled, and chop it up a little bit and pop it in there. It's pretty easy to do. Chop it in, throw the honey in, and there's some videos out there that talk about, hey, use these glass tops and put this in the bottom there. So I was like, oh, okay, great, I'll do that. And then there's this type, and then there's the type that's got a little bit of a glass handle thing on the top. I've got both kinds. I don't know. I thought, oh yeah, I need that. Well, what ends up happening is you'll see a bunch of bubbles all trapped in there, and you try to lightly shake it a little bit to get the bubbles to rise up, and I guess I haven't really had good luck with these little glass things. I don't think you need that. But the reason why people are saying it's not a bad idea to have them is it helps push down the garlic cloves and keeps them immersed into the honey during the fermenting process. But as you can see here, the glass has found its way down into the bottom, and I didn't really do anything to just maybe a little bit of going like this a little bit, and over the course of a month they found their way down. So not sure if that's a good idea to do that, but other people have suggested taking a little bit of a sandwich bag and putting a little bit of water in there, sealing it up, and putting that on the top. But I tried that, and that was kind of a pain in the butt as well. But so a couple times a day you can just burp it. You don't necessarily need these pickle tops. It's going to need burping probably for at least 10 days. And so yeah, definitely do a little bit of your own research and fermented honey garlic, and it helps. The honey will help soothe the sore throat, and garlic has got a lot of medicinal benefits, and supposedly it's even more medicinal benefits fermented. And it tastes like candy after a month, so it's pretty awesome. So okay, now moving over here, this is kind of interesting what I've got going on here. This is the latest thing. This is a 30-day extracting ferment, if you will. What this contains in here is apple cider vinegar and raw horseradish. I ended up finding that horseradish at Whole Foods, and when you chop that horseradish, holy cow, it is really, really strong smell, and I had to step back while I was chopping. So I think I definitely need to buy a decent chopper to the next time I play around with this stuff. So I've got horseradish, turmeric, just the turmeric root itself, not the powder, but I think some people have said you can just do the powder. And ginger root. I chopped up a bunch of white onions. I used cayenne pepper and bought some cinnamon sticks. And I used the apple cider vinegar with the mother, and garlic cloves. So when I was doing these, I actually used the fresh garlic, and you can buy a bag of this stuff at, well, if you're a member of Costco or any grocery store, should carry garlic. That took the longest time, getting all the garlic peeled, and there's different ways you can get the garlic peeled quicker. But yeah, so I filled it up with fairly full with all those ingredients, and but this is called fire cider. So you can Google that, and what you do is you let it sit for a month. Once a day you shake it. You don't have to burp it like you do on these. Well, like I said, these pickle pipes auto burp, so if you have that, you don't need that. But over here, all you need to do is just kind of shake it once a day to kind of just keep it aggravated once a day, to keep extracting out all the health out of those ingredients I mentioned. And then after a month, you get yourself some type of a strainer and strain it off, and then you can also use Leo's ready to play. Some cheesecloth and get it really strained down, and put it back in the empty jars that you were using for buying the vinegar. So anyways, like I said, this is called fire cider, and if you take a tablespoon of this a day, it's got very powerful immune system boosters. So I think now more than ever, we need to strengthen our immune system and overall health, and that's been my health journey. so far these days. Hey, if you got a little bit of extra time down below, please comment what you've been doing on your health journey. I know some of you are taking essential oils and swear by that with thieves and stuff. And I'd love to hear what you have to say. What are you doing for your immune system? Um, and I guess with that, thanks for sharing today. And if you like it, give me one of those thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.